Oh, hey! How you doing? It's Henry. I'm Mowers and Blowers. That's right. Today I'm trying out my Janet Jackson headset. I got this along with the kit with my lavalier, but I just never used it because I thought it was funky, you know? But it's actually pretty comfortable on my head. Let's see if it works well today. I'm going to try to use it, see if it's nice and clear. So as you guys can see, over the past couple of days, the wind's been howling, and the rip is getting bigger and bigger and wider. I've had a bunch of subscribers tell me that you could try to use barn top metal sheathing, whatever, and cover it up. But that's a whole, operation. It'll take me all day to do that, and not to mention a cost of going out to get that stuff, And then my friend Justin Demarest from Pennsylvania, J&R Lawncare and Engine Repair, he told me that, I'm sorry if I got that wrong there, Justin. I've known you for a long time. J&R Lawn Care and Small Engine Repair. Something like that. Anyway, he's on my Instagram if you guys want to look him up. He told me that he used Flex Seal tape to fix his. I mean, I want to kind of try to salvage it, So I might use some Gorilla Tape, climb up there on a ladder and just see if I can get some sections together, right? And then do a long strip just to try to fix it, Maybe run a extension cord all the way out here and use that dual temperature heating gun. Do what I do with the tractor seats up there. Maybe that'll work, because the Gorilla Tape's pretty strong, you know what I mean? I just want to seal it just so it doesn't get any worse, So maybe I'll try that. Shout out to Frank Shank, who bought one of my stickers yesterday, and also to Matthew Townsend from Gloversville, New York. Thanks a lot for buying some stickers. Help support the channel, buy a sticker. Also, if you guys are rich, donate $1 or $2. PayPal.me/Mowers and Blowers. Appreciate your support, fellas. I'm gonna go get a ladder. So as you guys saw, I went up there to check it out, and it's not gonna work because over time, the weathering, the water, the sun, the UV rays, all that has deteriorated the top and worn it so bad that even if I did tape that, a few sections that have rips, obviously from one end to the other, just with your fingernail, you can just slide it over there and it'll cut. It's that brittle up there. So this cover is Dunsky. So, maybe if I feel like it, I don't know if I will, I can go get a matching color tarp, a big one, 20 or 40 feet, Put it over, anchor it down on the corners, nice and tight. Maybe I'll go look online and see how much a tarp is delivered, So, you know what's up for today? Gotta clear the garage. This is a Kohler Courage 18 horsepower engine that I got from Nick from Medford. It's got to be torn down for parts. Otherwise, it's just sitting in my garage. So I'm going to tear this down. Fun. I know. Not a very glamorous video, but... take you guys off camera so you can see exactly what the carnage looks like. As you guys can see, Kohler Courage is one of the only engines out there where the sump cover is on the top instead of the bottom. So this is actually upright. What you're looking at is the top part of the engine. And as you know, it's very deep, see? So instead of the sump cover being on the bottom, it's actually on the top. So the sump cover is actually in very good condition. This engine, as you can see, still had the engine sticker on it. So let me just recap the story of what I heard from Nick from Medford, who gave me this engine, is that the guy that he bought the tractor from, it was a brand new tractor, okay? He just bought it from one of those big box stores, whether Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever it is, right? And the guy brought it home thinking that there was engine oil in it. But when you buy it from the manufacturer, there's only a little bit of oil in there for shipping, right? Just to lubricate it. You're supposed to add engine oil, which the owner did not do. Therefore, he voided his warranty by not reading the instructions. And he ran it for a little while and it blew. So Nick gave it to me. He bought the tractor and minus the engine, he gave me the engine. So I can sell this sump cover. As you can see, the heads are brand new, okay? The Kohler engine cover, that goes for, you know, decent money because so many people lose them. The grass mesh thingamajig. Flywheel is always worth a lot of money. The air cleaner base, the blower fan, the throttle plate. I might keep the stator and the magneto and the voltage regulator because you never know when I'm going to run into another Kohler tractor which needs a stator, magneto, or voltage regulator, right? So I'm going to keep those three. Those three I usually always keep because they're small, doesn't take up too much room, and they're valuable. You need them for an engine to work, you know? So I know I'm going to run into a Kohler someday, so I'm going to keep them. Nuts and bolts, spacers. I'm thinking I should keep the... No, you know what? Because this starter is unique only to the Kohler Courage. I don't anticipate me getting it. You know, maybe I'll keep the starter. I don't know. So I'm going to show you guys what I think it is. So I've got you guys back on the tripod now, and I'm just going to show you some investigating here. I'm very lucky. I'll tell you why. Because when I opened the top sump, right, it turns out that I was moving the crankshaft around, and it appeared that the connecting rod was still connected. And guess what? It sure was. This connecting rod, piston, and rings is perfect condition. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So it wasn't the connecting rod that blew, which is what happens on like 90% of the blown engines on this thing. However, I have seen a lot of instances that have occurred with this engine as well as other engines, is that it's not the connecting rod that blew the hole. That's right, can't find a screwdriver when you need it. Right here. You guys see here? See that? Here's the hole. Right there. The crack. It's like a plus sign right here. See? And right here. See the shape of it there? Right? So what I think what happened was something let go. I'm thinking it might be the governor gear. It's plastic, so this thing's shattered, right? Black plastic. And the synchro balancer. This is the synchro balancer, right? And it's attached to these links, okay? The plastic gear broke, letting something fly loose, spinning too fast, broke the links, the synchro balancer links on here, which caused the balancer to hit the side of the engine block and is destroyed. So this is the balancer, right? Minus the links, of course. The links you have to buy separately. This is still in good shape. I could sell this, right? This is a good piece of metal right here. All right. And because the balancer is the one that caused the catastrophic damage to it, right? Stopped the engine before the connecting rod broke. As a result, the crankshaft is in pretty good shape. Very minimal scrapage on the journal for the crankshaft, so this crankshaft can be sold. However, the crankshaft gear that was on it, I was looking through it, and while everything else here looks pretty good, you got some kind of damage right there, see? A big scrape or a rub, you know, which damaged at least 7 or 8 teeth. Well, actually it goes all the way around halfway through. So half of these teeth are Dunsky! So this gear's no good. It's okay. The crankshaft, connecting rod, piston rings, top sump cover, the heads, the balancer. I want to show you these plastic cams. So the Kohler Courage is a twin cam system. And so these two were right there, you know what I mean? And they're in good shape. So I can sell these twin cams along with the accompanying rods that it came with. That's what it sits on. And the entire assembly, I'll put it together into one auction. Not auction, but buy it now. Here is the oil slinger. Oil slinger's in good shape too. Untouched. Oil pump. Could sell that. Flywheel balancer heads, sump, cover, crankshaft, connecting rod, piston, and rings. Here's the drag links that are messed up, right? So I'm thinking the drag links or the gear that went on the drag links is the cause of the catastrophic damage due to lack of oil. Like I said, I'm going to keep the starter, probably. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to go see how much it's worth. You know what I mean? If it's worth a lot of money, then I'll just sell it. If it's like 25 bucks, whatever, then I'll keep it. Stator. Magneto. Voltage regulator. I'm going to sell the wiring harness that it came with. So I've got a lot of good parts to sell here. Unfortunately, this pretty much brand new engine block is Dunsky, and it's good cylinder head, no scratches, no scoring because it's brand new, you know what I mean? So, you know, just a lack of oil will cause that to happen. So this is the two impacts right here. Looks like it's from the synchro balancer, you know, the square block. Let's see if it matches up perfectly. Actually, it could just be the corner of it, and it moved. Aha, I see. I see it match up right here. Okay, so I'll tell you exactly where the two impacts were. This corner, wait, can you guys see? This corner here hit there. This part here hit there. Matches perfectly right there. See that? Identical. Identical!
Identical.
You like that angle, huh? It's on a table. So this is the mess I made in a relatively short period of time. But now I'm just going to get all the parts that I want, sprawl it out on my driveway, and take some photos. I'm going to clean up this mess. But this was tearing down a Kohler Courage, 18 horsepower, pretty much a brand new engine. Due to the cause of what I've investigated, is that it's the synchro balancer links that failed, that caused the balancer to hit the side of the engine block and stop working. Fortunately for me, though, it saved the connecting rod as well as the crankshaft. So those are pretty good ticket items, you know, that you can make some money off of. I mean, it didn't take that long. It was kind of fun, actually, you know.
getting too old for this. This is a lot of work, man. I don't like it at all. My son and daughter were out here helping me a little bit. They didn't want to be on video. Well, my son didn't mind, but... So this is a dethatcher rake. Got it a while ago. Never really used it all that much. It's easy to push forward, and when you pull back, it grabs the dead grass. So I've been doing this on my lawn all day. It's a lot of work. Big time sore. It's a hell of a workout. Standing around doing this was tough on my back, so I actually sat down for a while and did it, you know, some sections at a time. So finally my Milorganite and grass seed came. Got my basic spreader here ready. And the UPS guy actually only had to make one second trip, because this time it had 3 bags. So I've been dethatching for a couple hours, and here is the Milorganite. Milorganite is supposed to be organic and therefore safe for all animals. So I don't know, this was $6.99. Kind of a small bag, you know. I might have to use both in this spreader just to cover the front lawn, you know. So I'll do that. I ordered this from True Value Hardware. I shouldn't have bought it from them because I could have just went to Home Depot and spent two-thirds less and gotten a 32-pound bag. But I didn't want to go there. I wanted them to deliver it. So I've got 2 bags of Kentucky 31 tall fescue grass seed, and I got 2 bags of Milorganite. So I'm going to dump both bags of Milorganite into here, and I'm going to spread it in my on my front lawn only, just to test. If this all works out, I'll get the bigger 32-pound bag for the backyard. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna seen this color before. It's the gray one. Yeah, I'll definitely need both bags. I gotta go pick up the dead grass first before I do this. I'm beat. That thatching really took a lot out of me, you know. I haven't done menial work in quite a long time. But so I dethatched, put down some Milorganite fertilizer, and I forget what I did today. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.